Could be.
BOA?
Yeah.
My favorite steakhouse is my house. Nobody cooks a steak like me.
Grill Master.
Wow.
You heard it.
Pizza and steak over at Hoag's house this weekend.
You have a regular customer, John. Eddie.
So, all right. Who are we waiting for to speak
5,700.
next? What do we got?
Goolsby,
Chicago.
Coming up here. Yeah, Williams just
Blink
ended
Bunnies.
up here.
Yeah. Thomas, Blink Bonnie's in St. Germain, Wisconsin. I haven't been there in a few years, but that's a great place. Holy cow. You know what would be freaking out right now is Dan Hodgman and Mick. They've all been Blink Bonnies.
There's something here on the ladder.
And for you vegetarians out there, we're going to be talking about broccoli next session.
Broccoli.
This is great stuff right here. We are exactly 50-50 in the ES tilt, 51-49 in the NQ tilt. We are stuck at 5,700 in the ES for the moment.
We are.
Yeah, and it's right smack dab in the middle of the regular trading hour session range right now.
Yeah, the buyers have control back again now. Buyer having control. I'm waiting for them to confirm it when the next pullback. If I see a signal, I will jump long. There's an argument for a short up there at 260. It's a supply area at 260, but I'm not taking this because we are in a reversal up day.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot count on, momentum against the momentum of buyers up there.
1/2 hour in, definitely one of the tighter ranges we've seen. I'm looking at the ES.
$20,257. When we got up to 20,270, 275 in the Nasdaq, we did see that heavy long tilt 15, 20 minutes ago, 75% long, and ended up selling off from there. Seeing some buying. 57.05 in the ES. Again, house account short one crude from $60.71. Gold selling off a little bit
short,
as well. You're in, Mo?
That's short. If you have a short bias for the day, I think 260 is a nice short with stop at 71. So 11 points of risk only.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking this. Actually, I want to take the buy for the pullback. So
and gold
find the work, the 260
lower here. Okay, talk to me, Mohammed. If you do take the trade, please jump in. With that being said, it is Friday. We've been giving the same tip of the week all week. You update those every Sunday or Monday. That being said, Eddie, what is the tip of the week for those that are tuning in for the very first time?
The tip of the week, my friends. Yeah. Yes, it's about emotion control. Can you? Emotion, it is the cornerstone of successful trading, and such as life. Emotions can damage and can sort of harpen your lifestyle, as a matter of fact, especially in trading. Markets are unpredictable, and can test a trader's patience, confidence, discipline, all in one session, maybe even one trade, but without the ability to manage emotions like fear, greed, frustration, all those nasty bastards. Even the best strategies can fail. So, the things that you got to watch for is impulsive trading. And that's going to sort of knock you off the horse. It keeps you from jumping into trades without a plan. How about reducing revenge trading? That's always something that I've worked on. I think I've done pretty good on that, because if I'm putting a trade in right after a losing trade, I'm always asking myself, do you need to do this? Is this part of your game plan? Should I be doing this? All right. And give yourself a correct answer. Don't BS yourself, because you're only going to hurt yourself. So stop chasing losses emotionally. Also, it improves decision making. Okay. Logic over emotion. Like I said, that question yourself. Should I be doing this? Is this good for my account? It's going to make it's going to lead you to better choices. And that's what I've got, Andre. Back to you.
Thank you, Eddie.
Yep,
In the chat.
like that. The correct
strong
question
elite.
is, can I afford to be wrong in this next trade? So if you take a trade, ask yourself a question: can I afford being wrong? Because you will be wrong in most of your trade, maybe 50% of your trade. So you should be confident that you can afford that loss.
Right. You know,
Gold's still
before you
selling
hit
off.
that
33,
enter button.
28 last trade. Moving to the downside. See if the equities do want to push higher here. Gold's still selling off. Gold down about $10 in the last 7 or 8 minutes.
Saw somebody ask in chat if the tilt is measuring the users or like the number of contracts. It is the users, I believe.
Yes.
Democracy, one person, one vote. Although maybe we could come up, Andre, maybe we could get like a YOLO tilt going that only counts the positions of people who are long or short 15 contracts.
Yeah, they're maxing out.
That could be interesting.
You know, Jack, it does say that the aggregated trader sentiment. So I would say it, you know, one person, one vote. I think that's what it is on.
I'm 99% sure that's the case.
Yeah.
It is. 20,265. We did see some selling up here in the Nasdaq last time. Oh, it got a little higher, up to about the 70s. See what they want to do. Keep pushing a little higher here. Gold's still selling off. All right, low in gold, 33.17. We're about $10 away from that. Starting to see that tilt grow in the Nasdaq. 69% long. Average price 20,242. So about
the buyers.
20%. We'll see.
The buyers, they don't want to give me a signal. Sellers, they did. They give me a signal, one fake one. I jumped the next one, and somebody's asking what was the signal to go short. That was a simple signal. The market going down. Sellers have control. They touch the moving average. They give strong signal. I go short. They take the stop. They give another signal. Again, I took the short, and then I take my profit. Now it's the opposite side. Buyers are having the control, but they didn't touch the moving average here. This is why I didn't take that long. And again, they are not touching that moving average. They do now. Let's see now if they will show the signal. Okay. They will show the setup. Strong green candle, I will go long.
72% long Nasdaq tilt.
Nah, nothing yet.
Watch this.
Oh, Tesla is really nice pumping right now.
I am long.
All right, what price, Mo?
Long at 255. 255 okay. Upside target should be more than, what is this? Should be more than, 70s. Okay. Looking to the 769, I will take some at 59. I'm long 15, by the way.
Oh, 15 micro, okay.
I will take 5 micro. Okay. At 69, I'll take another 5 at 71. My stop at 45.
All right.
I'm out. I'm long. And I am out. Lost this one.
All right.
Fake signal.
Back to 5,700.
Yep, we're stuck there in the ES last trade. Nasdaq 20,238. Tilt did pair off a little bit. A bit of a bounce there in gold. A $5 bounce.
Right back to the IB low.
It's got a 17-point range.
The range, Mohammed.
What is the range? What is this? This is like a fake stop. This is
order filled.
We are entirely within the the 1 minute candle from 6:26 this morning. The news candle there. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. We're inside the opening range right now in the S&Ps, Jack.
Good gravy.
Goolsby,
Man, I bet this candle right here really caused some people some duress.
You look at the Nasdaq, because that
I'm
is
looking at the ES, but I'm sure it's the same
too.
story.
Jeez, yeah, that was brutal.
Jesus, that to my target.
That was brutal.
What can I do in this one? You know, what should I double my stop? Come on.
Yeah, look at this 5-minute candle, about a 40-point range on this one, bottom out at 20,231. We are now 40 points higher, 20,271. 273s now trade.
Tesla is up 7.5%.
Incredible. Overnight high. Nasdaq 20,228. Got about 15 points to go there. See if the sellers want to put a cap on this thing.
Timing of my trade was. Okay.
I mean, look at that. Look how wicky it is. It's very thin. Take a look at the Nasdaq ladder. And we're talking. Yeah, wow. There's something in here.
Coming off the wire here right now. We got, I'm going to say I am a semi-hot biscuit. China's Commerce Minister Wang. Decision on U.S. trade talks are based on a full assessment. He's just hitting the wire here right now. We'll be watching this. Also from China, central bank says that China's been buying gold here strongly for 6 months. Chinese central bank buying gold
6 months
in April. Yeah. 6 months in a row here, buying big.
Yes, they have.
$252.
15 or 10 times?
Don't do it. 15.
Thank you.
Yeah, for a long I take 15. For a short I take 10.
That's right. How about that?
Because of the type of day. Looking for the 82 as the first target. And then
micro 267.
82 and 85. I will take some profit up there.
What is on this? Something's in this Nasdaq ladder. Where is it?
Don't keep showing me fake signals, NQ. What's happening to you today?
See if we get a pop here.
It's very choppy.
It is, Hogue. Hey, Hogue, in opening call, what was that stat you said about the third most? What was that stat? Third most volume? Open interest? What was that? That was good stuff. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday, because it's in rollover, if you look at the front month, June, it doesn't look like there was a lot of volume yesterday. But it was the third largest volume overall over all of the contracts. So, yesterday, all of the contracts was 865,711 contracts. From Wednesday. Yesterday, 1,974,970 contracts traded.
Stuff.
More than double. Now that can be a function of rollover, but with the the direction we saw yesterday, the additional open interest, that was buyers coming in yesterday.
Sure was. Gold still pushing a little lower here, 33.25. Let's see if the equities want to react to that. 75% long in the tilt in the Nasdaq. Average price 20,000. Damn.
Stop the gain. So another signal. A+ signal, actually, both of them, but the market, they just loving my stop today. So my minus 379.
All right.
Manageable.
Johnny.
Manageable.
I'm going to be creating some short videos about rollover, open interest, value creation, a bunch of those. So we'll have a bunch of content out there for all of you wondering how rollover works, what it is, and all of that stuff. So we'll look for that in the next couple of weeks or month.
Thank you, Hogue.
Still weren't able to expand the range there. Came close.
Could not, Jack.
Very tight.
I think I got. Keep an eye on the gold. Go ahead, Mo. If you got something.
Yeah, the market is choppy, and I see the chat is saying I'm over trading. Am I? I'm following the signals that market is giving me. So yes, if the market is giving me too much signals, it's a chop, obviously, especially if you have too short and too long. So you don't know it's a chop after it happens. I will take some break for now, 15 minutes lockout. So let's do that together.
15 minutes.
In order to see where is the market is going. So this is to avoid over trading. Thank you, chat.
Thank you,
only
chat.
4 trades, not too much.
Hey, Mo, we're watching closely here.
Yeah, and also, it's tight stop. So I have a very tight stop. So 4 trades minus 380. So it's either I have a bigger stop, so I don't trade too much, and I lose 1,000, or I lose little. If I'm wrong, I'm out. If I am wrong in the exit, I enter again. So that is, for example, these, I don't see them 2 trades. They are 1 trade. This one is not 2 trades. They are 1 trade. If you can measure it in number of ticks. So I lost in this one 11 ticks. This one 14 ticks, 13 points, sorry. So it's a tight stop, and the strategy requires you to enter again. So it's not over trading unless you keep trading all the day and you see the market is not giving you what you want, then it is over trading. This is why I'm taking 15-minute break.
Crude,
new low crude.
Here. Yeah, Hogue. Short from
this is a tough one to hang with, but we're still shorted.
Okay, sweet. We just put in some new lows. $60.26. Last trade, $60.31. So they want to
back
take
to 5,700.
Sure are.
The tilt was about 2/3, 66% long ES. Now it's down to 61. Seem to like fading the long side. Boss did tell us to buy stocks.
Man, I used that earlier.
Oh, but we should use it again and again and again.
It's going to start losing its luster. No? We'll see. 60-24. See if crude wants to keep pushing this thing. Sorry, what was our downside target-ish on crude?
Well, we have a lot of overnight inventory that's still kind of holding long.
Okay.
Gap close, let's call it 60-10. But as long as we can hold below the IB low, I like staying in it. The IB low is 60-32. We just took that out.
We did. Still pushing lower here. Gold wants to do the same. 69% short in.
Could it be 4 days in a row with the opening range trade working out?
Definitely in the back of our mind.
Strange times.
You are in that trade right now. Thanks, JD.
Goolsby started.
JD, if we leave a failed downside auction below the IB, we're gonna get out of this one.
I haven't seen nothing.
We got Waller and Williams after that.
Yeah.
Got a lot going on right now. Tilt leveled off. 5,700. My goodness, we are stuck on that. Nasdaq might want to go take this down to 20,230. Let's trade 20,240. The ranges right now. Mohammed, how much is left on your clock, on the lockout clock?
Yeah, still have 11 minutes.
11 minutes. Okay.
Keeping me busy already, Mo.
Yeah. So these are one trade, and this one is one trade.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
Yeah.
So as I showed earlier, that 5725 level, 5720, which is 5700 in the spot S&P 500, has been a tough nut to crack. We went at it on May 2nd, again yesterday, and actually way back around our favorite day, Liberation Day.
It was.
Maybe that's the level above which we need more concrete news to push us higher.
What is that? What does concrete news look like, Jack? I got to ask. Maybe it's a dumb question, but what exactly does it look like? I don't think we got it yesterday. Range Rovers.
You mean the Range Rover stuff?
Yeah.
No, that's probably not it. Something with China. They are softening a little bit. To me, it was pretty bullish if what he says is true, that the China tariffs are up to percent.
I love this long. I like this
when
long
you say
at
concrete
28.
and news, I think Hoffa right away. I'm thinking Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah.
Still looking for him.
There you go.
Getting long here in the ES. Where would our stop be? I'm not in yet. Just asking questions.
I like. Yeah.
If I'm not lucked out, I will be
Keep an eye
taking
on-
this long at 28, and I will be losing. So locking myself out worked out.
Gold turned around a little bit, 33.31. Seeing some selling here in the equities, 56.96. Might be the lower end of the range, Jack. I see what you're seeing here.
It is. This is, we're visiting it again. The low of the session be 56.93.
Yeah, I mean, there's reference here, Jack. The IB high from yesterday was 56.93 quarter.
Boom.
We took that out by one tick.
Get it.
The old range or
Very
breakout
solid.
question.
Yeah, right.
Gold up $8 in this 5-minute candle. Bottomed out at 33.24. Now trading 33.32.
That was a nice pushback.
It was 56.97.
Three bar reversal. Back inside the IB.
Yeah.
Order filled. It's not even getting to any of the levels that I'm interested in trading it today.
You talking about Gold Hogue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The equities and gold are in similar situations, repair type days, but it's not even getting to the repair.
See some selling in the Nasdaq. That lockout, Mo, that saved you money right there. You would have taken that long. I heard you muttering to yourself, I want to take that long.
All right, we've extended the range lower in the ES.
Did. Gold pushing higher here, equities moving lower. Last trade in ES, 56.92. Now 91.
Order filled.
Now 90s trade. Look at the Nasdaq, 20,000. We're beneath 20,200. 20,194 prints. Gold up about $10 in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah. We are on
Jack, yesterday's value area low, 56.8375. TPO value area low is an area where I'm more interested in seeing what happens there, because that's one extreme of the repair day that I believe we're kind of sitting in right now.
Also, we bounced off that a bunch of times last night, for what it's worth.
And it's basically settlement. 56.84.
84. Okay, good.
191. 191 is the supply, the demand area. 191. We are between the 200 and 180. So the buy in this range requires a stop at 170, just a little bit below 170. So this is a nice buying area if the buyers want to hold it for the rest of the day. Otherwise, we will visit the low of the day. So breaking 170 is the last line of the sand for the buyers if you want to keep this. I'm locked out. I can't take it. Maybe for the best.
56.90. Now 91's trade. Everyone's flat. Are we in, Jack? Or are we flat?
Yes, sir. We're flat.
All right, JD, come on in. P&Ls and payouts. It's been one hell of a week. I gotta see. We saw a $100,000 payout yesterday, I do believe.
We sure did.
Yeah. Well, how are we looking? Yeah, today.
Take a look at these live funded P&Ls from yesterday. Here we go. NT on the big board, $22,737 in profit yesterday, surpassing the tier 1 goal in the new payout or the new live account bonus. NT got his $1,000 today in his account this morning. Busted through that $15,000 mark yesterday. $1,000 in his account this morning. So our first reportable trader hitting that bonus tier in the live funded account. Nice job, Ben T. Then we've got Scott H. Took $13,135 out of a couple of different markets. He was trading the Dow, the ES, NQ, and gold. Made the bulk of his money in gold yesterday. $7,625 trading gold. Nice job, Scott. Chunlun, $10,240 trading the ES and the NQ. Mr. Wazarek, $8,186 trading the ES and MNQ. And our guy Dakota, number 6 on the big board. We got some all-star names on this list today. Dakota, $7,524 trading the Nasdaq yesterday. Big days for these live traders pulling money out of the real live markets. All right, here are those payouts from yesterday. Couple more traders going to have a very nice weekend. First up, Ricardo, $31,500. Mang on the big board, $15,000. Michael K, just about $8,500. Sohai, $7,000, and Raphael, $5,000. Lining their pockets with hard-earned cash, taken from other traders in the live markets, by the way, folks. It's a zero-sum game in the live markets. For every winner, there's a loser, and these guys are lining their pockets with winners. Pro ball trading right here, guys. All right, that's what I got for you.
Thank you, JD. Hey, JD, while I got you, this crude trade, we're still short. Love when taking a peek behind the curtain with you and Hogue.
Yep.
Where are we looking?
What we're just talking about?
Yeah, hit me.
Hogue was just talking about the initial balance low on crude oil. 60.30 is that price. We got about 5-6 minutes to see if we have a failed downside auction. If we're trading above 31 at the bottom of the hour, we're going to consider covering this trade and moving on. If we're going to get some fall through the downside, we want to see it right now. Yep, we'll keep you apprised of that. Crude's got a great track record this week. 3 consecutive days where the opening range, high or low, is held as the higher low for the day. So far, that is the case this morning, too. But those failed downside auctions, especially on a Friday, can be a little tricky to trade around. So
especially
maybe we'll cover this.
Especially on an inability to close the gap. Remember the gap rules. If we can't close the gap relatively early, look out.
So we'll be looking at a couple different scenarios on our exit strategy here, but we are in profit by about 35 ticks right now. So we'll get back to you in a few minutes. Hogue and I will talk behind the scenes too at the bottom of the hour, see how the trade's looking.
Thank you, JD.
Reaching for settlement here.
I see that, Jack. What are you thinking around here?
I don't know. We're about 5 minutes from the initial balance being set in the equities.
That's right. Wow, they just smacked that. Dow pushing lower. 41,438. Getting a little heavy here in ES. 5686. What's settlement on the ES, Jack? Right here.
5684 and a half.
Okay, so we're right there. Let's trade 56.
What he said.
Yep.
Which also is the value area low from yesterday.
Like that.
Yes.
Nasdaq selling off. Mo, that lockout button has saved you money. You want to be taking longs? You want a demand area around 91? Keep selling off. So I love that.
I was FOMO, you know. I said, this is my area. The market will go up before the lockout finish, you know. So
good stuff.
That saved me big time. Big time.
Here we go. All right, gold's pushing higher. Gold. Yeah, go ahead,
went
Chad.
through that value area low where it was bouncing off a bunch of times last night and this morning, just like butter right there.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
But as you see this giant gap in volume, the overnight, you kind of ignore it, right?
What, overnight volume?
Yeah, or just overnight stuff. I thought you used regular hour trades on your charts.
Well, I mean, I keep it all on, like or
New lows.
extended trading hours also, but there was really, I mean, there's really such little volume in the equities. It's shorter time frame traders that are kind of just moving the market around.
All right, new lows, 56.76 in the ES. New lows in Nasdaq, 20,129. Dow selling off as well. Gold pushing higher. Gold up about $20 in the last 15, 20 minutes. Look out below in the equities. 1,121 new low printed in the Nasdaq.
You know, Andre, I'm not seeing too much over the wire except for the Swiss President Keller just talking about this meeting over the weekend.
Okay, we are
pushing into negative gamma.
Looking for a long here. Looking for a long at 120.
120. All right, we're right there.
We have we've repaired one side of the profile from yesterday in the equities.
Yeah, I'm long 120. My stop at 97. That's 22 points.
Okay.
And why? This is the last demand area before the low. If this holds, we might have some pullback up to the 150.
Well, we've almost retraced the buy stocks.
Yeah. Yep.
In fact, by this point, we probably have. I forget exactly when he said that in the interview.
Right around 20,000 even, wasn't it? We did take a peek in the 19,000s. I forgot when he said it. All right, Mo, you're long. From 120. Long 15. Mohammed, 15 lot to the long side. Let's trade 20,133.
I got long 1 ES.
I like it. What price, Jack?
1 second.
Okay.
78 3/4.
All right. Gold turned around a little bit. Off about $4, 33.40.
So crude oil opened the next 30-minute bar right at the IB low. Of course, it's going to complicate things.
Go figure. What was long? House count is long. Yes, bottomed out around 56.72. Nasdaq bottomed out around 20,111. Didn't see any news. Just
okay. I'm out 5.
Okay.
Stop at point of entry.
Okay. So you're long 10 now, correct, Mo?
I'm long 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking to take off another 5.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit higher. So if we at this 60s, put some 60s, he's 5.
56.78. Tilt right around 50.50.
Gold just went around the world, didn't it?
It sure did, Hogue. You see that?
Yeah.
Some people call that, yeah, now they're putting in new highs. Gold is 33.46. Some people call that a head fake right there. $680 in the ES. Oh, man.
Order filled.
That gold move was vicious, Hogue.
Yeah, it was.
47 is now print. 33.47.
Okay.
Not
Nice
loving
hold
this at
for the
moment.
buyer so far.
Yeah.
I saw they retraced from the 120 and now the small pullback. They hold it fine, but they still don't have control. Sellers still have control.
You see a 600 lot?
They want to see
Jack?
the buyers.
I do. 660.
56.77.
Come on, move it up, guys.
Yeah, no,
Move it up.
660 times. That's what we were talking about on looking at the ES ladder. 660
Lift
on the
the
bid.
offers.
50, absolutely cleared out. Last trade 56.80. See if he wants to hold here.
When is
It's gonna go
this?
grab that 660. A-holes. Move that bid up, man.
Goolsby. Have you begun, Goolsby? Still not.
Goolsby.
Goolsby is a voter.
Man. Nothing.
After that, look at this. Then we got, after Goolsby, we got Williams and
23
Waller
minutes late.
speaking at the same time. 10:30 a.m. Central.
I got to watch for this 12 o'clock White House press briefing, too.
See that.
I'm sure that that will give us some movement.
Huh? No 700 on that bid. Muhammad's long 10. Shave 5 for profit. Move the stop to point of entry. Muhammad.
Yep, at 120.
2-0. See what they want to take.
I
Last trade
love this.
20,141. Come on.
Yeah.
What
That's
the
gonna-
hell? They filled those.
Took
They
it.
filled that.
And now I'm
Son of a.
flat. Update PNL 150. Minus 150.
Okay. Let's trade. The 600 lot was filled, I do believe.
But of course.
56.76. Tilt. Nothing really doing there. Dow.
Now,
Pushing lower.
I don't see anything for buyers.
Yet.
I
Let's see
cut
what
it.
happens here. Yeah,
I
you
cut
didn't like it,
just
Jack?
at, 178.
All right. See what they do here. Nasdaq looking heavy. 20,000. 120. Nice trade management there, Jack and Mo.
Yeah.
Order filled.
What's up, Zona? Hey, there's Zona in the chat. Zona, I'll see you in the reversal challenge later today. Of course, we like to close out.
Man.
All right, we're making new lows here.
I feel better
20,000.
than honestly, I feel better than if I had won that trade.
Jack,
But I cut it.
100%.
Although I got a
Great
little greedy,
cut.
I was really talking about it too, hoping to get some support from the chat or something because I was a coward to cut it for a slight profit. But that would have stopped us out. Now, let's see what happens.
Maybe some stops going off there beneath the 20,100 because we did bottom out. Some call it a liquidity sweep in the NASDAQ, 20,089. We bottomed out at ES, bottomed out around 56.67. I heard a lot filled NASDAQ. I did not see that. What price? Now we're accelerating the downside here. 20,094 last trade. See if we put in some new lows ES. Look out below. New lows NASDAQ.
Heyo.
Yeah, something is happening.
What is happening? What happened?
Something
buyers
is
are
happening,
hitting
but
the
it's
bottom.
not hitting the wire.
Buyers are giving
20,000.
up.
078 in the Nasdaq, 56.66 new lows in the ES.
All right.
Down about 40 points in the ES in the last 25 minutes.
I think
This is
there's no
gross.
news. I think it's just options
there isn't.
hedging.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where was that 800 lot?
Okay. News on the crude trade. We have a bit of a failed downside auction there. The market is holding inside the initial balance. So we took the profit on that one at 60.35.
Nice.
It's trade. Love how these crude trades take hours now, Hogue. Isn't that hilarious?
I know, right?
What the hell happened?
5 hours later.
Incredible. Dow selling off, new lows in the Dow, 41,315. Just put some new lows in the Nasdaq, 20,078. Some new lows in the ES, 56.66. There's still more room to go.
I wonder if when gold recovered that whole IB breakdown and now it's back above the IB high, that could have been a